Nick Chubb's 92-yard touchdown run against the Falcons was the longest rushing play in Cleveland Browns history. Now, what player previously held that honor? The answer is A, Bobby Mitchell. Mitchell's big day against the 1959 Washington Redskins was started off by a 90-yard touchdown scamper in the first quarter. He ended the day with 3 total touchdowns, and the Browns went on to defeat the Redskins by the score of 31-17. Welcome back to Browns All Access. Nathan Zegura alongside Bernie Kosar. And Bernie, we talked about the DBs earlier in the show, but they've had a heck of a run this year. You start off the season with Antonio Brown. The last 3 weeks alone going into this one, you've got Tyreek Hill and the high-flying Chiefs, Julio Jones, the high-flying Falcons, and now, of course, it looks like A.J. Green could be back for the Bengals. That is a tough road to hoe. You still have DeAndre Hopkins to come for these defensive backs.
It's absolutely a tough road to go down and be productive in, which we have. And take it a step further, to the credit of John Dorsey and the personnel staff, we've also had a lot of injuries back on the back end of the defense, and to have guys that are able to also step in and replace some of the starters and still play at a high level and to keep that level of defensive play and that intensity with getting results has been impressive.
It certainly has, and I think John Dorsey came in and priority number one after getting the quarterback was remaking this defensive backfield. The Browns had 5 new starters at all 5 positions in the defensive backfield. You talked about the depth filling in for the injuries. Well, the man who's been coaching them up, Dwayne Walker, was nice enough to sit down with us for an exclusive one-on-one. Coach, your room responsible for so many turnovers this year, and I know that's probably been a lot of fun for you and a lot of fun for those guys, but I think, it's been a real group effort, but you've had to have so many people play this year. How has it been for you managing that throughout this season?
I'm real big on the process, so this is something that we started day one in OTAs in terms of some of our goals and some of the things that we wanted to try to accomplish as a group. Unfortunately, you get guys get hurt, and you just have to make sure that they understand next man up, and you don't ever want to lose what momentum you have. So we really talk a lot about that, and it's pretty cool to see guys step up and take up some of the slack through some of the injuries that we've had.
Well, one real consistent for you has been rookie Denzel Ward, who's had an unbelievable rookie season. What's something about Denzel that would maybe surprise the average Browns fan?
Well, I know coming to the season, that was a big question, his durability. And the thing with him, he's just the same guy every day. He doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low. When you watch him on the game, he has his own seat. So, when the offense is on the field, he goes to his little spot and everybody else is walking around. So he just has a pretty calm demeanor, and I think that says a lot about him as a young player.
Is he superstitious that he likes to have that seat, or does he just like to have the same process all the time?
I've never asked him, but it's the same seat. Sometimes I may be sitting in there, he kind of give me a look, then I have to get up so he can sit down. But it's kind of fun just watching him kind of progress and just seeing his maturity as a young player.
Who's the best trash talker in your room?
Damarious Randall might be hard to beat. Damarious is always the one that always got something to say, so I'm always teasing him. What now, Damarious?
What has he meant to this team? Going from free safety, playing corner for you guys when he went down to Tampa, matching up with Mike Evans, just kind of what he's brought to this defense.
He keeps the room loose. He understands the complexity of our room, and if receivers get behind us or if we miss a tackle, it can turn into a touchdown. So he's real good for our room. He just keeps it loose, not too serious.
What are your goals over the final 6 games?
Just not giving up big plays, because usually big plays in our room results into touchdowns. So, or it's going to change the momentum of a game. So we take a lot of pride in, hey, let's not create any momentum for the opponent, and let's not give up big plays that's going to hurt our team.
Now, Bernie, those guys on the back end, they give you a lot of confidence in this matchup, but really, I think it's the way the Browns are playing, which is good. Last time we saw them, the Bengals have lost 4 of their last 5. That's got to make you think we could go into Cincinnati, end this winless streak on the road, and string together consecutive wins for the first time in too long.
Good physical defense travels on the road, and a good physical offensive line travels on the road. As much as I like to talk about the back end and our defensive backs, like the last segment, how we play physical from the defensive line, how we play physical from the offensive line, I think we are able to come out of Cincinnati with our first road W this year.
Which would be fantastic, and it's going to come from the offense, I think, because this Bengals team is basically last in the league in every single defensive category. The Browns have to take advantage advantage of that. Now, for the latest on your Browns, keep it tuned to clevelandbrowns.com, the Browns mobile app, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and for the latest on this man, check out Kozar19.com. For Bernie Kosar, I'm Nathan Segura saying thanks for watching Browns All Access, and let's go Browns.